I don't know. Alright, I guess Kerbal first. Words. This is Kerbal Space Program. No mods, nothing. Just welcome in. Lazy, Ren. Thanks for being here. Still working on my coffee. I woke up at like what was it? 2 o'clock or so. All right. Second. Oh, sweet. I've just been informed it has a very steep learning curve. Well, here goes nothing, I guess. Difficulty options. How do I put this on easy? Let's put it on easy to learn. Oh, if I knew this was a thing, I would have gone and like figured out how to import my own. Alright, nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. More, yeah. They're pretty loud. This is a space center. From here you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to look around. Oh. Oh, that feels kind of slow. I feel slow this morning. Right click over space facilities. Vehicle assembly lab. Astronaut complex contains a living recreation. R&D. Refreshing but loud. So where all the strategic decisions are made, alright. You didn't tell me what to do? I have no idea. Hello, I'm Warren von Kerman, Chief Rocket Security Engineer. This is the spaceplane hangar. Here's where we build spacecraft that later take off on the runway. I'm getting some advice on the game. Doofus bombarding me with info stuff. Alright, that one. Just the music's pretty chill. Excuse me. Oh my god, they're trying to... Somebody made a mod that combines KSP and Factorio. Oh dear God, that sounds awful. That sounds like a whole lot of no. On how to build spacecraft, look at the training section on the main menu. Oh boy. I feel like I should do the training. I can't move my camera, why? Oh, there we go. Well, I found the rotate button. I think. Okay, what is this? Can pod. What else we got? Fuel tank, engine. Girder segment, coupling, payload. Is there like a... Ooh, Oh. Oh. That's probably not where I want it. Oh, that is definitely not where I want it. Uh-oh. Oh. How do I? Aww. Crap. I just deleted all my stuff. Engine. We can hear you. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'd kind of be disappointed if you couldn't. I'm just babbling to myself that I have no idea what I'm doing. Like a symmetry mode or something. Ow. First rocket. Okay. So something tells me this is not gonna work at all. Oh god. Poor Jebediah. Kerbal. Yeah, I can wiggle. Oh. Did I install a parachute in this? Oh. We're tilting. Oh. It's got a little wobble. Little wobble. Good mail. Uh-oh. It should be fine, right? It should be fine. Everything is okay. There's so much information. I have a feeling this isn't gonna go well. He looks like he's having so much fun, though. Oh, I don't want to be here. How do I? C. Come on. Let's see. Did I not save that? Oh, stock. A whole bunch of stuff I don't have. Look, there's a symmetry button. I found the symmetry button. Well, turns out we don't want to launch just that. Mr. U cargo. Utility. Oh, that's the thing I was looking for. That's my bad. Unparalleled mobility and exposed smoke, gravity, and okay. Save and continue. Allow construction to be launched from the runway. Basic rocketry. Okay, so how do I get research points? What we got? Setup cost. Setup costs. Crap down. Yield 1 science for each 12,000 funds. Research rights. Let's see here. Give us a quick crew report. It's fine if the lights aren't flashing. Just give it a kick. Recover or transmit. Alright. So very controlled bang, preferably. Okay, so this is how you get. Alright. And then we hit atmosphere. So we know we can do. Oh. 70,000. Throw yourself at the ground and miss. Alright, well, let's launch this death trap. And as you can see, they're perfectly symmetrical. Pulled off the side there. I'm not sure why that just deployed instantly, but you know. Cool. Will he survive? That's the real question. He seems to be enjoying himself. Not really sure what's going on here. Why it's wobbling all of a sudden. Or it's because I pressed something. It's probably because I pressed something. Parachute. Gonna open up. Uh-oh. Something tells me that's wrong. Okay, it starts at the bottom. Oh. Basic fin. Oh yeah. What are you talking about? He's fine. So I wonder if I can just... No, I don't want to look at that yet. So now we gotta figure out how to set that so it deploys on the way down. touched nothing. So I'm hoping that the parachute deploys on the way down, not the way up. So far, so good. Doing okay. Be cool to like angle the fin so that as you goes up in a big spiral. Valentina Kerman. Whoa, that didn't work. I think I deployed it too early. Well, this is another crash. Yo, Sasa Play, how's it going? I have no idea. I have no idea how to control this. This is literally my first time playing the game, and any information is greatly appreciated. So how do I spin it? I thought maybe it was because I was launching it too early, maybe. Turn on SAS and try to keep it up. I don't know what that is. Brakes. SAS on the nav. Oh. Stability assist. Ah. So would I turn that on before or after? Yeah, complete noob. I've never touched Kerbal Space Program in my life. And this is my first attempt. It's actually my second attempt at a rocket, because the first one I didn't have the parachute on. And because I'm really smart, I didn't do any of the training. I just jumped in feet first into career. This assistance to use reaction wheels to keep it stable. Reaction wheels. I highly suggest. I was told by the person that recommended the game to not do any of the tutorials and just jump straight into career. I'll just keep crashing. I'll figure it out. Although, you know, buttons help. It's still staying upright, so that's good. The tutorial is not great, but gives you a lot of good info. Ah, that's what people like you were for. So do I have to manually deploy the parachute? Need to go? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's still not... Still... Uh-oh. And now I'm pointed down. I don't understand. Oh. I did it! I think I'm having a safe-ish landing. Oh. Nice, nice. Okay, so I've successfully landed. Again, thanks for stopping in. Have a good day. Okay, what's this one? Inventory, tools. Did that count? It did. Recover. Ooh. Man, this booster, fin, parachute. Okay, so now we go R&D. Like it's a bigger engine, fuel tank, fuel booster, Engineering is a decoupler, thermometer, communitron. So 21 points. I have no idea what I'm doing. Aerodynamic nose cone. That's 18 points. This is just bigger one. Ooh, survivability. Heat shield. Press mat, barometer, radiator panel, landing strut, radial mount. Must so they can be on an angle and deploy outward. So much math. Yeah, I have legitimately no idea what I'm doing. No, not the administration. Where did I go last time to get my quest? Already forgotten. Nope. 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 Mission control. Alright. We need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focus survey of Kerbal. Go to the designated test site. Take a crew report. Flight. Go to test site and gather observational. Cover, transmit any sign. Let's see. Prestige trivial. I don't know what all that means, but cover, transmit any. So now I've got a bigger engine. Did I grab the thermal stuff? Versatile, lightweight attached for moderate communication, long-range backup, and eavesdropping on secret governments. What if I just slap that on there and then launch again? Right? If I'm understanding this correctly. cargo. Radial mount, drogue chute. Small, deploys high up, and certainly not enough to stop you smashing in the ground on its own, but useful for slowing down the aircraft before the deployment of your main chutes. Instead of attached to the top. Save and continue. Oops. I didn't mean to slap the microphone. Active. Let's see. We have unchecked items on our list to break and would like to change that. Really no sense in talking. Sorry, shall I get it? Quick crew report before launching. It's fine if any of the lights on the control panel are flashing, just give it a swift kick. Recover or transmit any science experimental data from Kerbal. Oh, it should be fine. Let's launch. Let's turn that on, because apparently that was really good last time. And extend. You need. Okay. I wonder how you set that automatically. Require complete. Oh. Hey, what's that thing? Enable to deploy. Yeah, there is definitely a huge learning curve to this game. Done. Okay, I'm still going up. And now I'm going down. Let's retract that. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I pulled it at like 8,000 last time. Open. Open. Yay, it opened. Whee. Cover, transmit. Starting transmission done. Is that it? I don't know how to do it. Edit vessel. I don't understand how to do this. I just have to help achieve our dreams. Cover, transmit any science experiment data. Oh, crew report. New zone 2HRLF. You know what? Let's grab that and see if I can figure that one out. So... I can view everything in solar system. Okay. So I need to be above this place. Did we build a bigger rocket, or did we fire this guy again? I don't understand. Take crew report in flight. 16,500 meters near zone 2HRLF. Okay. So how do I go to... Let's see. Iron Ducks, what's up? I'm here learning a new game. I have no idea what I'm doing. If you know anything about it, please tell me. I look forward to your... I'm gonna guess that's supposed to be shenanigans, but I understand. I am currently struggling with trying to figure out how to do this quest. It says take a crew report in flight above 16,500 meters near location, I have since found this. I don't know how to get there, though. So, like, I launch here, and then I have to try to fly in that direction? Build aircraft, fly to that location, add height, click on crew capsule or cockpit, and do a crew report. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to fly over there. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Alright. Is there a way to set my location? An airplane is good if you have the parts. I have this little rocket thing. Let's see. It looks like I need to fly that way. Not telling you how to live your life, but I ain't gonna cut it. Iron Duck should be familiar. He has it. His suit. No, Iron Ducks. No, 100%. I need help. How do I cancel this? I just jump back out. Alright, let's recover that. And then let's try and build a new one. It's been a bit since, but I've got a couple thousand hours in it. Nice. I've got about an hour in it. And half that time was me trying to figure out buttons and stuff. So what I'm understanding is I should delete. There we go. There should be an aircraft building. Don't save. The space plane hangar? This guy? Okay, so how do I build a plane out of rocket parts? See if you have parts for wings and stuff. I have these fins. So like I could, you know, hang on, there's, wait, no, Doof told me not to do a tutorial. You just told me to jump in and click buttons until people explode. So blame Doof. But like, this'll work, right? Is there like a button for symmetry? RTFM. I don't know what that means. Look, I made a little... Read the fucking manual. No, we don't do that here. Alright, we'll give it a little antenna. Now it's a unicorn. God dang millennials. Allegedly, I fit in that category. Look, this should be fine, right? Here, let's launch this and see what happens. Oh no. I didn't. Oh god, I'm. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Next to it is a circle with a yellow square in it. Next to the circle is a circle. And okay. Down here. See the credits counter. Build screen. How do I just take that off? Yeah, whatever. Alright, in here. Down to credits. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Just delete everything. Have a good look, lazy. Middle symmetry, snap. Alright, alert can work, but I'll be in periodically Godspeed. Thanks, Iron Ducks. I appreciate it. Might drop dead and fall asleep at any time. No, I get it, I get it. I woke up early too, remember? What? It snapped a second ago. Well, that's definitely not where I want that. Okay. Mass tolerance. Variance. Alright. Now if I do symmetry and put some fins on. I'm sure this won't go wrong in any way. Grab the little nose cap there. Why is it not snapping anymore? Alright. Tolerance 50 Gs. That should still be good for now, I guess. A surface mount version of the Communitron 16. I don't understand the difference. It's literally just the same thing, but not. Okay. Second burger craft. I don't remember what I called the other one already. Alright, well, let's try launching and see what happens. I appear to not have steering. Okay. Where's this crew report button? Uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, try to... Where is the crew report button? Nope. Talking mode, toggle map menu. I'm going back down. Starting to think maybe I should do the tutorials. Uh-oh. This is bad. Oh, this is very bad. Quit to main menu. Training. Here we go. Welcome to today's lecture on vessel construction. I'm so-and-so. Whether you want to put a satellite in orbit, make a transcontinental flight, or step onto the very surface of the Mun, you're going to need to build yourself a ship. You sign as much as I am. Let's see. In this tutorial, I'll first show you around the Kerbal Space Center, take you to the Vehicle Assembly Center building, how to construct a simple ship. We'll cover adding and removing parts, what the parts do, how to change performance of that part, and how to control staging. At the end of the tutorial, you'll have craft fit for a quick hop from the launch pad. At each step, I will lock out all controls other than the ones you need for that step. If you still manage to mess up, it took even me some time. It comes to skill design now. You can press the back button to go back and fix things. Okay, we're at the Space Center. I'll give you a quick rundown. Kerbal Space Center, for short, is home to the pinnacle of Kerbal endeavor and achievements for space exploration. Using the facilities you can see here, you'll be able to manage the space program, create rockets and planes. I'm told that there's planes. Track your explorers as they roam in the solar system. Find exciting new uses for explosive substances. I like things that go boom. And in cases of emergency, hire more Kerbals. Oh, that's probably going to be a thing. To find out about each of the facilities, you can hover your mouse over them. Take some time, hover over the buildings, see what each of them are, and when you're ready, enter the vehicle assembly, which is this one. So I kind of went through those in the career mode. Good job. What you see in the middle of the screen is the construction area. Excellent. On the left side of the screen is the parts toolbox. These. I'll show each thing. Okay. If you want your craft to be controllable, first it needs a command module. I have a command module. Let's see. After at least one part's placed, you can look around. Do this. Next. If you'd like your pilot to be able to make more than one flight, he or she will need to be able to return safely to ground or water on Kerbal. Parachutes are a simple way. We found on the Utility tab. Choosing parts, you can view the details of available parts by hovering over them in the toolbar. toolbox. Toolbox, when the info is visible, most parts have an additional info window that can be opened with right-click. Note that the parachute states the effective diameter in each state and what the maximum safe speed of deployment is. Fully effective deployment. Fully deployed effective diameter 20.7. Max safe speed deployed at 264 meters. Full deployment altitude 1,000. Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and select the M16 parachute, left clicking on it, and then move it to the top. Okay, and then click again to attach. Done. Some parts, like our parachute here, have configurable options. Oh. See what we need. Right, click on the parachute. Do that now, and you'll see the available parameters. On the parachute, you'll see that we can adjust our altitude and the atmosphere pressure at which to open. Setting can be quite useful in distant worlds. For now, let's check that the opening height on the chute is at least 1,000. Okay. Because safety is the Kerbal way after all. For minimum pressure slider, move it a bit to 0.2. Oh, 0.2, not 0.02. Prevents the chute from activating until the atmospheric pressure is above the configured. On Kerbal is about 9 kilometers in altitude, so even if you stage early and activate, it will wait until then to activate. You can hide these options by right-clicking the ground, picking up another part. Okay. Next up, going to need something to make us go. Click on the engines. Engines right here. Ooh, that's a big one. Holy shite. May need to zoom out or move the camera. Dunk. Oops, I forgot you just said you're not a famous rocket scientist, and to make that craft survivable as it stands, you'd have to be better at rocket science than me. Impossible. Problem with the craft is that the solid rocket is too powerful for the payload. A single small rocket pod and chute will either burn up on ascent, going too fast, or burn up, come back down. Even if you survive that, the craft's mass will cause it to fall too fast for your parachute. Okay, promise I'll teach you how to change that, so make it work at a later time. But now let's continue. Well, at least this way I can tell you about removing parts. Select, delete. Next. And now I have a much smaller one. Instead, let's add the solid motor. That's a better match for a ship of this size. Started your career. Okay, we have that guy there. You have what I consider rubbish parts. Literally, the motor here looks like just that, a converted trash can. That said, it does have enough oomph to get this little craft moving skyward and quickly. As you progress, you'll be able to unlock more engines. For now, let's click it to the bottom. Okay. Nice. You've built the simplest survivable craft possible. We'd go launch this right now, but first it might be safer to explain the other thing first. Okay, we've got these buttons down here. In the bottom right, you will see the staging stack. It's the box and the number 0. Yep. And the icons with parachute and engine shows which parts will activate as we stage our rocket. What this shows is that when we activate the next stage, both the engine and parachute will be triggered. And while it would be considered punny to open the chute and fire the motor at the same time, it's not going to give you much of a flight. To fix this, we need to separate the engine and chute into 2 stages. If you move over to 0, let's see the plus. Okay, so do that. Moves over to 0. Click the plus if you click maybe too many. Make sure you have precisely 2 stages, 1, 2. It's important to note that the stages activate from the highest number and then count down. So our first stage is 1, the engine, and then the second one is the chute. Okay, I had that backward. That's it. We now have a safe, relatively safe chute that's ready to go. Let's make sure that if we need this design again, we don't have to build it from scratch. At the top of the screen, we'll see the name for our craft. Untitled spacecraft doesn't seem majestic. We need to change it to something more your style. This will be a death trap. And then we're going to go save. Click the save button. Excellent work. Feel free to play around the parts of the techniques I've shown you. When you're ready, press the red button in the upper right corner. Back to the training menu. Try the flight basics to try to learn how to fly this, and then intermediate to teach you how to do more. Okay. Training basic flight. Next. Welcome to the Space Kerbal Space Center Launch Facility. I'm Gene Kerman, and I'll teach you the basics of piloting a spacecraft. Trust you've already checked the basic construction show. If not, I'm not going to do that before this one. Today we'll run you through the most important controls. Okay. Flying. Alright, he's cranky. Flying a spacecraft is all about being in control of a generally very chaotic situation. As a pilot, your main flight controls affect the pitch, yaw, and roll. Let's look at those first. All other controls will be locked until they're needed. Yaw, roll, pitch. Alright, W and S is pitch. That seems pretty standard to a lot of flight-based things. I got some buttons down here. Okay, throttle plus pitch. We'll skip over the throttle control for now, as this has no need of it. Don't worry, I'll explain it another time. Remember, all of these controls have a limited amount of effectiveness, so bigger, heavier ships will probably respond much more sluggishly. In flight, all the planning you put into the staging sequence of your ship comes into play. From launch to the final deployment of the descent's parachutes, you can control the activation of several of the ship's parts by activating stages. Space to launch/activate next stage, which is over here. Notice the stage indicator in the lower left corner as it shows the active stage, so it goes here and then, so that'll fall off, these will drop down, and then it's the next one. Since we haven't launched yet, it's showing the first stage as activate. The staging control is locked for now, so the stage indicator is glowing purple. Ah, that one. I understand. One more thing about staging. If the staging setup is causing strife, you can change your mind about something, or you change your mind about something. You can edit the sequence on the fly. Pun intended. No need to go back to the assembly. It's an important part of flying is knowing how your ship is oriented and where it's going. That's why a good pilot is always aware of the ship's altitude, where it's pointing, which is the top here. And its vector, where it's going. These aren't always the same direction, and as your shields improve, you should pick up on these. The big round instrument in the lower center is called the nav ball. Device sums up most of the critical information needed for proper death-free flight. You can see the ship's nose in relation to the horizon. Okay, so it pointing straight up is good at the moment. When you're not pointing straight up, it's easily visible as a line between the blue and the brown, as well as the heading. Compass speed and compass bearing speed. You also got several icons that indicate things like your current vector velocity. So I'm guessing it's this. We'll look at those later. In the top center part of the screen, you have your altimeter. So I'm guessing it's, yeah, derp. Vertical speed indicator and atmosphere gauges. Shows the distance to the planet's surface at sea level. This means the actual surface may be much closer, so watch out for the ground when landing. Oh, great. Vertical speed shows how quickly altitude is changing. When launching, it's considered best to keep this gauge pointing up. Makes sense. Atmosphere gauge is how deep the ship is in the atmosphere. This helps you know if the ship is high enough for orbit without losing speed to air resistance, or judge how effective wings and controls are. Man, there is so much to this game. It is crazy. One last thing before we give this rocket the green light. In the staging stack, you can see the indicator for your parachute. That one. This indicator shows when the chute will be activated by stage. You already know that, but the background will also change color to indicate when it's safe to stage the parachute. And in the foreground, the parachute bit of the icon will change color depending on the parachute. Note, however, that by default, parachutes will not deploy when unstaged, even if you stage them. The left three show safety, risky, and unsafe. The chute is unstaged, white, and the left three. The right three, armed, deployed, and cut shredded. When you're familiar with chute icon colors, you can move on. Okay, enough talk. I'll unlock the flight controls and you're clear for launch. At any time you can press escape to pause the game. The pause menu, you can restart the flight. We're in this tutorial. End scenario, return to the main menu. For now, up you go. Try practicing some of the controls. Wobble, wobble, wobble. So keep it on the icon so it's unsafe. So that means it's safe to deploy. Your motor's burned out, you're passing apoapsis, the highest point in your flight, and your speed is low enough that it's safe to deploy the parachute. So, parachute's deployed. Enjoy the descent. Let me like wiggle over. Okay, parachute is deployed, flipped upright. Whoa. Let's not do that. Alright, end scenario. Actually, no. Maybe there's more information. Maybe there's more to the tutorial. The green means deployed and safe. Because the background color. Alright. Well done, you survived your first quick flight when you're landed or splashed on Kerbal and not in training. You can point the mouse just above the altimeter and click the recover button. And this on the panel that slides down to ask to be picked up. If you've also unlocked the crew hatch, I've also unlocked the crew hatch, so if you feel like going out for a walk or swim, the EVA, extra vehicle activity button will pop up. This concludes today's lesson. Okay, so we can click that button. Alright. Training. Intermediate construction. I had some cat hair in my mouse. There you go. That's why the mouse is jumping around. Hello, glad to be back. Head over to vehicle assembly. Here you go, data business. If you remember, in our last construction tutorial, we covered how to build a simple hopper and some basics of the construction area. In this tutorial, we'll expand your knowledge of some of the more useful features in the fab, and we'll build a more complex craft that'll get us out of the atmosphere. To build our new design, let's start with the craft we built in the basic construction tutorial, though this one is called This Will Save Us a Little Bit of Time, and the accounting department is always happy when we save on time. Click on the Open tab in the top right and load the hopper. Okay, then remove the motor. If you mess up, you can recreate the craft from the parts list by placing the pod first, then a parachute on top of it. Note that throughout this tutorial I will leave all parts you need available to be placed. If you delete the craft file somehow, close the load dialog and open it again. Unlike last time, we won't be bringing the whole vessel back, so we can change our parachute stats from what they used to be. Right click on the parachute and verify that its deployment is set to 1000. Correct. Right click on the parachute and also set the minimum pressure slider all the way to the right, 0.75. Oh boy. That corresponds to an altitude on Kerbal of about 2 kilometers and means a much shorter hanging around time. First off, let's change the name. Craft description if you want, so we still have right. Great. For this craft, we're going to give the ship some additional purpose by attaching a science experiment. We can run these experiments during our travels and get valuable science data for Kerbal kind. There are a number of science experiments to be performed, but at the moment we only have Mystery Goo Containment Unit. Switch to the Science tab to look at it. Okay. It's one of the most basic scientific experiments Kerbal scientists have devised, and one of the first things they want to try and understand better. I mean, they don't even know what color the goo is. When you pick up a part, you'll see that it's designed to attach to the side of other parts, i.e. radially. If we attach only one of these, then our craft will be unbalanced. One way to solve this is to add an extra goo container on the opposite side of the rocket. But luckily we have the symmetry tool to help here. These buttons control symmetry, highlighted, and angle snap, so it can be found in the lower left of the screen, or press the X button. That's a lot of options. Set this to 2x. Set this to 2x and pick up and place a mystery goo container on the side near the top. You will notice that a second one has appeared just opposite first. You already pick it up, make sure the symmetry is again, and place it again. Okay. Decoupling parts. If we add too many more parts here, the craft we're making will be too heavy to survive re-entry and too heavy to be slowed by our parachute, leading to sudden impact syndrome. Yeah, that's never good. I know, I'm reading this is some dry material, but I guess it's got to be done if we want to learn what we're doing. Also, I thought you went to go lay down. Not that I'm complaining, but you know. Alright. We need to add a decoupler below the pod. Decouplers can be found in the coupling tab and will let us split the craft when we no longer need the lower parts. We won't be able to recover the discarded parts, but at least our craft and the Kerbal will survive re-entry and landing. Decouplers can be used in many ways, but for now, let's just add one of these to the bottom of the pod, go to the coupling tab, grab the TD12, and place it. Note that stack decouplers have arrows. The arrows show which side is the side that decouples. Make sure the decoupler arrow is pointing up towards the pod. Okay, coupling, decoupler. Ah, there is in fact an arrow. Ouch. I'm hanging on to it. No, don't force yourself. If you need to get some sleep, get some sleep. Appreciate you being here, but you know, health and safety and all that. You know, don't kill yourself on my account, because that would make me sad. You recall, I hope, that in the previous tutorial we had to adjust the staging stack when we added the engine to our rocket earlier. When you added the coupler, an extra stage is automatically added to the stack so that any new parts below the coupler will be staged at the same time as those above it. You can, of course, still move these around, but hopefully this will save you some time as you go. If you ever want to return to the default staging setup, you can click the reset button. This time we're going to use a liquid propellant rocket engine. Unlike a solid rocket motors, these engines don't carry their own propellants with them, so we need to add some fuel tanks. Go to the fuel tanks tab. We are still using these early parts, so only the FLT 100s are available. This is another area like engines where advancement brings bigger and better parts. You're going to need 5 of these tanks to get us to space before you grab 5 tanks from the part list. Let me give you another tip. Because efficiency is my middle name, it goes right after Vaughn. Oh my. Once you place the first tank on the rocket, you can duplicate that by holding the left Alt key and clicking the tank. You can do this on the bottom of the tank a few times. Quickly get 5 of these attached. So now we need to go to fuel tanks. Okay. Alt, click. 3, 4, 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Added 5. Good. Switch over to the engines tab. The swivel engine is obviously different from the flea we used before. This is a liquid engine and it needs and burns both liquid fuel and oxidizer. Funnily enough, that's what we just added to the rocket. Attach the LV T45 swivel to the bottom of the rocket stack now and keep it on the staging stack to see how it changes. And it added there. We're almost there. You're doing fine. Maybe not as speedily as someone of my caliber, though. Yeah. Yeah, being taunted in the tutorial. The last thing we're going to need is to give this rocket better stability so it keeps going the way we want it to go. We will achieve this by adding some fins near the bottom of the rocket. Fins can be found in the aerodynamics. Set the symmetry mode to 4x. It'd be cool if that, you know, had the same name as the tutorial. Place them on both axes. Also, turn on angle snap. Turn on angle snap. Clicking the button next to the image highlighted blue, or by pressing C. Okay. So then we go to the fin, grab that guy. Okay. On the last rocket tank, you'll see the other 3 parts as well. Excellent. We've now got a rocket that will let us reach the stars. Admittedly, I did say reach for, as this is a basic rocket which can't achieve orbit. On the bright side, that means re-entry will also be basic. We've done a great job in building a basic hopper and a sub-orbit capable rocket. Hopefully you've learned a few things about how to build a craft and how to use some of the shortcuts that are in here. Feel free to hang around a bit, try your hand at the other things in YouTube. Perhaps we could look at the next selected lesson. Head over to the science tutorial to learn how to advance your career and unlock more parts. If you could show yourself out of the construction facility with the big red button when you're done, that'd be great. And then something I can't pronounce. Alright. Save disallowed. Don't save. Okay. I'm gonna be all day doing these. Oh. Oh. There's a lot going on here. Okay, to get through the essential flight controls and instruments required to launch a simple rocket to a respectable altitude and how to get back in one piece. Start. Hello again, glad you can make it back. Today we will take an exciting step getting our first Kerbal into space. Yep, with a capital S. Hopefully you remember the controls we discussed in the basic flight tutorial on WASD Q&E. But if you can escape, and reminder, gotcha. Your mission today is to make a short, suborbital, less than orbital, flight out over the water to the east. Hey, this looks like the rocket I just built, kind of. Almost identical. Had my fins a little higher, and these were a little lower. I guess with weight, that makes a big difference. Let's angle that so I can read the tutorial. It's a nice arcing path that ensures a gentle survival re-entry. Straight up then straight down is not good for survival. You don't say. At that point you become an arrow. Also, I don't think anybody's claimed first yet. Just saying. I've set up the pink target indicator. Alright. Boy's acting up. Let's see. As an aim point, but do note that this is not the case for normal missions. The target marker is normally used for other things and does not help with ascents. Starting with the nose pointing straight up on the launch pad or 90 degrees elevation from the eastern horizon. Alright. Tilt east to 80 degrees elevation by 150 meters per second. Start at 50 meters. What? set up ping, starting with the nose pointing straight up on the launch pad or 90 degrees. Tilt east 80 degrees elevation on the nav ball. East. You go 80 degrees. Tilt east to 70 degrees on the nav ball. Okay, I'm probably gonna screw this up. Unlike the hopper in our first disc has liquid fuel engines, this means we can use the throttle to set the maximum power. Okay, left shift to throttle up. Z throttle max, X is throttle cut off. Okay. SAS stands for Stability Augmentation System, although Kerbal astronauts usually refer to it as Sickness Avoidance Scheme. Whatever it stands for, what it does is try to stop the ship from spinning around. Using the computer-controlled auto-torque drive compensator technology to counteract the rotation of the ship. In its simplest mode, it will keep the ship aligned to the orientation it has when you turn SAS on, or if you move the ship, while it is on the orientation when you release the controls. Can be activated or deactivated momentarily by holding down the F key, and it can be toggled by pressing the T key, or I could just press the button. If you have problems following the maneuvers, once you enable and click liftoff, you can click the small red button to the left of the nav ball that has the miniature target indicator. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Once you enable and lift off, you can click the small red button to the left of the nav ball that has a miniature target indicator in the lower left of all the buttons. Target. Okay. This will cause the SAS to follow the target indicator and fly for you. Note, this auto-piloting function will not be available until you are flying. This craft has a bit too much engine, so we're going to throttle down for launch. Set your engine to 2/3, the upper of the two middle notches. Right there. Also, turn on SAS T. It will keep you pointed where you want. Alright, next. Alright, thumbs up. Good job. During this lesson, some of the information is quite detailed and could take a while to read. As this is a short suborbital hop, I don't want you to miss anything important. I will place a warning at the top of pages where you might want to pause game to read. Warning, detailed info. Okay. Next. Okay, enough talk. I'll unlock the rest of the flight controls and you'll be clear to launch. At any time, you may press escape to pause the game. In the pause menu, you can restart the flight or end the tutorial. I've enabled the target marker on the nav ball. Give it a look to make sure you see it, and then get ready to light this candle. Double check your throttle is set to 2/3. It is. And remember to start turning at 50 meters per second. Okay, I want to... Follow the marker to 8. think I've gone too far? I have indeed. Alright, there's my target. You can follow the marker as it moves here. Warning, detailed info. Press escape to pause if necessary. Great work. You've succeeded in getting your ship on a trajectory bound for space. I've now set your target indicator to align with your velocity vector that will minimize drag by turning the smallest side of the vehicle into airflow. Man, there's so much stuff here I don't understand. There's so much. Somewhere around here you will see the nav ball indicator auto switch from surface to orbit. I'm guessing it's this one here. Accompanied by the speed number jumping. Go ahead and switch back to surface by clicking on it until it says surface again. You might have noticed that some flickering flames near the end of your burnout, which is due to the high speed of your craft in the atmosphere. Normally our ascent would be a little slower, but I'm sure my friend Werner has helped you build a ship to withstand this heat. Besides this high and this slow, you'll be fine. If you want to have a look at your trajectory, you can switch the map to look at your projected path. Just remember to come back. Now we're coming to the apoapsis. That's the highest point yet. We've got a little time to chat. Once you clear the atmosphere... No. So many buttons, so many controls. It's a lot of reading. Okay, we're coming up on our apoapsis here at 81,027 meters. Ooh. I got far enough that the music changed. Alright, while we float up here beyond those, I'll quickly tell you how to do a couple things with an advanced astronaut spacewalk, so we'll be doing that in this flight. Also, when we carry space device, feel free to play with the goo canisters by right-clicking on them. Observe. Alright. As we near the edge of the atmosphere again, it's time to reorient the pod to get ready for re-entry. We're only able to re-enter with the pod and shoot at goo canisters, but we're not going to decouple yet. In real missions, it's best to keep your upper stage around until the last moment, but you never know. You never know when you might need it. And it's best to re-enter bottom first. And since we ascended at 70 degrees pitch, we'll naturally re-enter at -70. Okay, so I need to rotate over here. That means we want that means you want to aim the top of the capsule at 70 degrees pitch line, but the opposite heading. This is at the heading of 270 degrees on the nav ball and 70 degrees pitch. Place a target marker there to help you see where this lies. Turn SAS off, change your altitude, and then turn it back on. Alright, nope. This is harder than it looks. That can't be right. How do I close this? Oh, and then the music cuts off. Up. You are now re-entering the atmosphere. Make sure to keep all hands and feet inside the pods. We don't want anyone getting hurt or anything. Don't mind the flames. Is a world-famous rocket scientist. After all, he built the ship to withstand them. Last time we watched the parachute icon to wait for the right time to open the chute. This time we're going to do something a little different. Remember the construction tutorial where we designed this vessel and you set the chute to not semi-deploy until 0.75 atmospheres of pressure. This means the chute won't perform the first of its 2 deployments until then, even if you activate it staging now. 0.75 ATM means about 2,000 meters above sea level, and the craft should be traveling slowly enough by then that the chute will survive deployment. So let's make the boldest step of arming the chute now, and the smarts in there pop at the right time. Okay, so it's been deployed. Actually, heat shield. Oh, this is a new one. Awesome. So while we set the chute, say your chute to not actually semi-deploy until around 2 kilometers, we do look out for you at mission control. We need to ensure that the opening height, its second full deployment, is correct. You can even adjust the parameters during flight. So right-click on the chute now and check the sliders. Don't touch the pressure sliding. Bad things will happen. Make sure set the deploy altitude is no less than 1,000 meters. You don't have enough time to slow down. Once you're satisfied, just hang on until about 2 kilometers. Watch the parachute trigger itself according to the settings. While we're waiting, I want you to look at the bottom of the capsule. Note that you do not have a heat shield. You don't actually need one since it's such a gentle flight. Actually, a heat shield would make things more dangerous in this craft because the additional mass would be pushing the upper limits of this model parachute. Alright. Okay. So it's 1,500, I guess, or something. The ground is getting close. Man, this is like information overload. Parachute is deploying. I'll be right back. Alright. Just checking out my roommate. He's not feeling very well. Welcome back. Congratulations on completing, even surviving, your first real mission. You've managed to launch, control your vessel into space, orient yourself correctly, and land safely. It's quite an achievement. If you want to practice this again, choose revert to launch from the pause menu. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. Let's worry about him, I guess. Alright. This is information overload. I think I'm gonna have to, like, pick at this in pieces. Just sitting here doing tutorials all day is gonna be a little much. I think I might switch it up here. I do like the game though. It's just, it's so much. Really see the difference between the game made in 2015 and 2023. And copyright 2011, so I guess it came out in early access in 2011. All right. Let's find something else here. Let's see here. What do I have? Alright. Excuse me. Let's play some Apocalypse Party. What? Or not? Verify. 149. Okay. Guessing it's because I uninstalled the demo. So I gotta re-download things. Oh, I hope that didn't wipe my save. Just 1 second here. Get this sorted. How much energy you got in there, Lazy? Are you pretty much done? Low on battery. Understand. Alright. Eating carbs to keep going. Alright, 15 minutes. Easter eggs. Stuff and things. Alright, still haven't beaten with him. Projectiles deal more damage the shorter they fly. Let's see, he starts with... Let's see... Throw coin projectiles randomly at enemies every 3 seconds, dealing weapon damage to enemies upon range. After 5 throws, throw at cursor position. Oh, I've never played this guy before. How hard can it be? Interesting. Well. The way the cart moves is throwing me off. So, well, like a sniper rifle or something, I think. Moving generates power. Fire barrage, dealing weapon damage. Each attack lasts 2 seconds on a 5-second cooldown. Yeah, sure. But everything does weapon damage, so I want a high power weapon. It's taunting me. It knows that I want a rapid fire weapon, so it's giving me all the LMGs. Because that's all 3 of them now. Let's see. Equipment damage. Range damage. That's good. Yeah, I just went and checked on him. He ended up picking up a virus, I think. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't remember my brother checking on me when I caught that. I don't know. I worry. I feel a little tired today for some reason. Sleep schedule being weird, yeah. Probably got something to do with it. Maybe I'll do a shorter stream today and we'll see. Each piece of equipment gives armor cap 5 for an immediate effect, but I only have 2. Let's reroll here. Randomly destroy one piece of equipment, or not. That's a summon. Ooh, that's good. Range is good. Why do those guys have so much health? And then I got a phone call from my father the other day saying that one of my uncles isn't doing too great. And they're not sure if he's gonna last the year or not. I think that's playing on me too. What it is, what it is. It's one of those calls that I've been waiting for a while. All types of damage, projectiles, equipment. Yeah, let's do this one. This was a good one. I don't remember exactly how old my uncle is, but he's like mid-70s area. Come on, let me grab that. Yeah. Each piece of equipment owned increases weapon damage, but I only have 2 pieces. Doesn't say immediate effect though. I don't know, maybe it'll scale. Why do I not remember this area? Looks different. Suffering armor loss, deal frost damage nearby enemies, when firing a projectile the faster you move. Kitty's back there making a bunch of noise. I remember that doing that. Hydrate. One moment, please. Oh boy. Let's see. Every 5 seconds increase all types of damage, but it resets upon receiving damage. That's not very ideal. Each active continuous effect. I'm just gonna re-roll these ones. Frying pan deals weapon damage, I guess. So many enemies. I don't want to split my projectile. For every enemy killed by range damage, the range damage of the next attack is increased by 10%. Sure. I think the weapon that would be like god tier for me right now is a rocket launcher. Let's see. Shrinks inside and all ranges are 10% smaller. Yeah, I think that's fine. There's so many. Whee. Deal more damage the longer they fly. That doesn't help me out. Every 4 instances of equipment damage. Throw a random one. These are both good for me right now. Each continuous effect increases equipment damage. Each piece of equipment increases attack speed. Immediate effect. I have 6 pieces of equipment. Should be 30%, but I only have 1 bullet. Range attack deals more damage, the more targets hit. See, that's good. But this is also good. But I think this is good. Round and round and round we go. Alright, and off to the next one. Going straight for the next one. Oh, I hate these ones. Because they pull you in, lock you in place, and then hit you. Dealing melee damage. Sure. Take more equipment, I guess. Boom. I guess the best way to defend against that is to be on the other side. I'm taking a ton of damage. Let's see. Explosive barrel. Damage of the element with the most tags plus 20%. It additionally enjoys the other element's damage boost too. So that would become... I don't have any elements. Reroll. After a certain distance traveled, summon a bolt of lightning that deals ranged lightning damage. Or 65% equipment damage, which is probably better. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna die. I didn't even realize I killed one already. And here goes another one. And he's stuck. So he's not doing anything. Frostmourne. Projectile. No, reload speed. Oh, or I could just do the fire thing because I only have one bullet. Yeah, I definitely feel the sleeps. Every 4 seconds, fire bolt of lightning. Sure. Oh, I'm stuck. I don't like this boss. He's just annoying. Mainly because he keeps running away from you. There he is. And deal fire damage to enemies or equipment. Probably more sources of damage, I think. Yeah, him teleporting around is a giant pain in the ass. But now he's dead, so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, well, here we go into hell. Somehow I didn't take any damage there. I like that I'm killing Satan with fire. Booze. No, 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 no. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I almost took a hit. Ow. I need him to stand still and stand in this fire. That would help me a lot if he just, you know, stood still. Nope. Nope, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Oh. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I'm dying. I don't think I have any way to heal in this build. Let's save my ability for some vulnerability use. Oh, or not. Alright. Oh, how'd I do? Not great. Not great at all. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for me today. I don't know. Feeling really tired. Like that. I'm feeling it. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Hopefully a little more rested. And probably work on some more KSP. We'll start with some KSP in the morning. Go until that, you know, wears me down, I guess. Alright, until tomorrow. I come back in. Well, Iron Ducks, I didn't give up. It was information overload. Oh, it's 2 o'clock for me. I just feeling really tired. And information overload on KSP was definitely wearing me down. Yeah. So I figured I'd just knock out a quick game of Apocalypse Party and then call it a day. Career mode might be the wrong way. Yeah, I ended up heading out and start working on the tutorials. I like, I don't know, 4 or 5 tutorials in, and I'm like, this is so much to handle. But my plan is to come back tomorrow, so we will go from there. So I'm going to start tomorrow with some more KSP. So, till tomorrow. Peace.